How do I say goodbye to what we had? And this is the Wunderkind Show. Hey, yo, listen. Look. Lamar Jackson has come out on Twitter. While Harbaugh was sitting there gallivanting with his press buddies, right? The people of the media, not the people at the bar like us, sitting there, I'm John Harbaugh. And as he did such, Lamar Jackson put out a tweet and said that he has officially requested a trade from the Ravens. This is your fault. Hey, yo, listen, I told everybody this, right? I said this, y'all acting like he can't succeed anywhere else. Why do you think he posted what he was posting? Why do you think he's been tweeting the way he's been tweeting? And Harbaugh, right before this drop, was like, I haven't really been in touch with Lamar as much. You know why you haven't been in it? Because Lamar said he requested a trade from March 2nd. He was done with y'all from the beginning of the month. So, how do I go through these levels of emotion? How do I get through this day? How do I put this in perspective? I'll tell you why. This is all EDC's fault. That's whose fault it is. It's Harbaugh's fault. It's Greg Roman's fault. Hey yo, what? Bashadi, you too. Double slap, you cheap owner. Why? He's the best QB in this franchise that we've ever had. And you want to play games? You didn't play cat and mouse with him for 1 year. You didn't do it for 2 years. You did it for 3 seasons. I told everybody this already. What do you think was going to happen? The bridge gets burned. And eventually, you know what happens? They're like, I don't want to deal with y'all no more. I'll go to a team. And you know what the worst part is about it? He might go to a team for less just to get away from the Ravens. And could you imagine how that will sting? I swear, I better not hear one Raven say, oh, he's a quitter. He didn't want to be here. How much of you guys have been degrading this man's name? Degrading it every chance you get. He's not a good player. 1 of 3. Wish we had Flacco. Well, now we'll know. Now we will know. I told y'all. Remember, I told you. I said that the deals that are being done will mostly be done after. I told you, make sure you understand, the 49ers are in play. They are in play. You know why? Because after it, if they sign it for a trade, right, instead of just picking them up for the 2 first, they could do it for less. Because Lamar doesn't want to be here. That means he'll cause rifts. He won't show up and they'll just be paying the money, right? He'll just be paying the money. So they'll try to just unload him to get what he can. That means teams like Miami, teams like the 49ers, teams like the Colts, they're all in for play. And you know what Lamar's going to do? Lamar's going to go who he feels respected him the most. You understand where I'm coming from? For all those teams that were like, oh yeah, we don't want Lamar, blah, 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 blah. We're set. You already made your bed. Bye-bye, Atlanta. He's not going there. You're not getting a Vic 2.0 to sell your tickets and your jerseys. And so you can sell out your glizzies that are almost at the expiration date with your nacho cheese that is now developing mold. He ain't going to you. But the other teams that left that door open, that left that porch light on, he's looking. He's watching. He said, okay, y'all didn't disrespect me. Bet. Let's do business. And business can be cold. The Bible says Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. The only thing that comes close to that is business. Business can be furious. It could be absolutely gutting. The Ravens made their bed. They made their bed. And the worst part about it is, y'all think there's going to be another savior QB coming down the pike. That's the funny thing. How many franchises have had thoughts of having that savior QB come to their franchise to flame out in 2 to 3 years? I want y'all to think about that right now. Do you think, and I want y'all to think about this realistically, do you think they'll get rid of Harbaugh now? Remember, Harbaugh already said they want to be a part of a rebuild, but do you think they'll be getting rid of Harbaugh now if they know that they want stability? And if Lamar Jackson is moved, right, they'll be bringing in a QB. Do you think that if that QB starts to do bad, they're going to blame John? No, they're not. So this John train has just got an infinite time frame to be extended for the Ravens, at least until he feels that it's time for himself to move on. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see that in the foreseeable future. I don't. So Hollywood requested a trade. It was sounding like Dobbins was going to request a trade. And now Lamar Jackson has requested a trade. How does it look for your great organization now? Lamar Jackson sound fed up with y'all. I'm done. This is the finishing move.
Finish him, Daddy.
Done. Now he's got to sit there and wait. Now he's got to see how this plays out. Man, look. I told y'all. Y'all was wondering where I was getting my information. Now you know. I told y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, look. Here's the thing. People are going to be lost in this notion that the team will be fine. No, it will not. No, it will not. The AFC has legit, out of the 10 best quarterbacks in the league, they have 8 of them. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8. 8! Got a little confused there real quick. I haven't done Spanish in a while. Bro, it's look. 8 starting QBs, and you're willing to let go number 8. Poetry in motion. I'm telling you. This Harbaugh is sitting there with a smile, and he knows. That's the thing. He knows. He knows. They said Lamar went out and said that he requested a trade from the 2nd of March. What damn March is it? It's been 25 days? What is it, the 27th? It's been 25 days since almost a month. Oh, God. Oh, God. Listen, I don't believe anything they say. And now, check this out. They reported, Jeff Zebra reported that Harbaugh said that both he and DeCosta have spoken to Bateman. Said Bateman is in a good place. He's scheduled to start running in 3 weeks. Bateman's gone next. Bye-bye, Bateman. After what he pulled, you think they're not going to be up for trading him and moving off of him? Huh? And for everyone that says, oh, good, he's been hurt anyways. Have you seen our receiving core? These are the domino effects. You have to understand. I keep trying to get through to people's head. These athletes are not like the old athletes. This is not where you have to be at home to pick up a phone and I can't get in touch with you. This is not where you have to call the hotel to try to get in touch with some of these athletes. They're all connected. One tweet, one Instagram DM. For God's sakes, Facebook. That's all it takes. FaceTime. They're immediately connected. They can be talking about business, talking about teaming up, talking about being business partners, talking about being partners on the field, talking about all these different levels of stuff. Y'all thought Lamar was playing when he said he's about his business. That's the problem. You thought a kid from the hood should be happy to just be in the NFL. He should just be grateful for just being in the NFL. He should just be giving thanks that he was afforded the opportunity to grace the field of the NFL. Here's the thing. These athletes don't think like the older ones do no more. I keep trying to tell everybody they know their inherent worth. For anybody that sits on the throne of they're getting paid millions to play a game, do you understand what the owners make? What the league brings in? This is not a 50-50 split amongst the owners and the players. You understand? It's not. These guys bring in revenue. I want to ask people this right now, right? If you were at your job and you knew that you were the driving force for 80% of its sales, do you think that you're going to want to be paid paltry compared to your output? Especially when it comes out of how much you're doing for the franchise or for the company that you work for. When there was reports that the company that you work for was going under until you showed up and saved your manager's job, would you stay for that 15? Or they're like, oh yeah, you did great. You know, you came in making $15 an hour, so we're gonna give you $17 an hour. You gonna take that? You're gonna take that? Even if it's in a short market where you know people aren't hiring at the level, if everybody knows what you can bring to the table individually, would you take $17 an hour? Would you? Or would you say, look, I deserve to be getting around the 30 an hour range at least. And they look at you and say, it's a little steep there, buddy. And the whole time you're saying this, you're saying, look what I've done. I saved the company. The manager that's sitting in front of me right now, I saved his job too. That's true, you did. But we think that with a new, after the changes that you've done, the revenue that you've garnered, we can withstand a couple years of some bad years now, and we don't think that the investment of paying you $30 an hour is worth it. Tell me, do you think that's fair? Tell me right now if you think that you would stay there. Go ahead, please. You would not. Matter of fact, most of you wouldn't even try to negotiate for 30. Some of you would go way over. If you right now are making $15 an hour, and what you've done individually that no one else in the company could do that you could do, you've garnered that company millions. You would settle for 30 an hour? No. Most of you are looking like, look, I need an office with a window. I need an office with a window, sir. I need benefits. I need stock options. I made y'all millions. We're talking for a regular company. I'm speaking in layman terms. None of you would. That's why I say a whole bunch of you are full of crap when it comes to players understanding their value. And the value of the players should be known more than ever than when COVID happened. You see, when COVID happened and sports came to almost a... Think about how people were like, oh my God. Like, I'll do anything. I will watch ants fight over a breadcrumb. Please, somebody play a sport. Y'all remember? Because sports is an escape from reality. It's an escape from your problems, escape from your bills, escape from sometimes the noise from the kids, noise from the spouse, noise from your job. And what is the old saying? You can't put a price on peace. What the Ravens did, they put a price on peace of mind. They could have had peace of mind. They could have given this fan base peace of mind. But you know what they did? They gave Lamar a piece of their mind. And now he wants to go. Bye-bye, Mr. LJ. And you know what? I'm going to tell this. If Lamar sees this, which I think he most likely will, I will be praying for you, sir. I wish you the best of luck. I want you to do what's best for you, yourself, and your family. You know why? Because that, in the end, is really all you have outside of your relationship with God that you have promptly put out to the forefront that's first in your life. You understand? I'll be rooting for him. I hope he does great wherever he goes. Some people get mad. Now they're going to flip. Oh, we didn't want you here anyways. Don't talk about the MVP season. Be stuck in mediocrity or less. And let's see how fast you start biting your lips. How fast you bite your tongue. How fast the feline in your house, called a cat, has your tongue. This organization makes me sick. Sick. Burnt the bridge for years. Then expected that, hey, it'll magically get fixed. Sad and sickening. And that was another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Hey, yo, listen. Thank you all for watching. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you hear it me, and you know I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I read all the comments and stuff like that. And just be respectful to other people's differing opinions, and we have no problem. If you go to the description, you'll find two things. That's the new Patreon for The Wunderkind Show, and you'll also find the Cash App if you would like to donate to this platform. You'll see the QR code at the bottom of the screen also. The Patreon, you will have access for because there's only one tier right now for $5. And the tier will give you Discord. It'll give you message from subscribers and general overall support from this channel. We're making moves. So thank you for everybody that is taking time to donate and everything else. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. I am out of here. Yep.